Hello, welcome back to Real Housewives of Potomac reunion show recap part 2. I am your host, Sydney Jenkins. Andy Cohen has since then been fired. Anyway, please make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. Now let's go on to the show. Reality show recap. Reality show recap. This reunion, I have so much to say. I have note cards and everything, y'all. Like, this was like, it was a lot. We picked it back up from the famous read of the binder that Monique has done from the reunion part 1. Andy kind of just brushes over the situation. It was at that moment that I noticed, where I noticed, like, okay, Andy's on the right side of the screen side. He's on the Giselle, Candiace, and Wendy side. Like, because he's like, well, it wouldn't be smart of Jamal to be, with you on a show and then be with lots of women. What are you talking about? Monique literally shows you receipts. What are you talking about? So he brushed over that, didn't even really address it, kind of dropped it like, okay, Giselle said ain't nothing wrong going on, so nothing must not be going on. Wait. Oh, okay, that's how we doing it? All right, Andy, keep doing what you're doing. But I see right through that bullshit. The girls go on a quick little lunch break or whatever the case may be. Here go Robin, Giselle's lapdog, because that's what she is. Kikiing with Giselle. You really took the time out to make this book. Like, how much time do you have? She has a lot of time on her hands because y'all didn't film with her the entire season. And at the end of the day, this is her job. So yeah, she gonna bring something to the table. Fuck what you talking about? You mad because you didn't think of it first? And not only that, but Robin, where was that energy on stage? Robin, shut up. You over there like trying to coo and woo Giselle because she read you for filth with actual receipts. You're tight? And you doing in true Robin fashion and just riding Giselle mad hard for no reason. How much does she pay you? Now, we come back from break, and it's Ashley's segment. Now, child, this is the 5th season, and like, I think this is Ashley's third season being on the show. So this is the third time Michael has cheated yet again. It's at this point, this is Ashley's business plan at the end of the day. That's why she knocked up again. Child number 2. I'm pretty sure somewhere along the paperwork, it say 2 kids, 5 years or so. She probably, I can guarantee you that, please mark my words, that after Ashley gives this second baby and she hits that 5th year or so, she's going to divorce him, get her bag, secure the bag, and she's going to move on with her life. Like, at the end of the day, for him to go into a room with another woman is already cheating. But if you're going to believe that he ain't sleep with her, go ahead. By all means. I don't care. I don't think she cares, to be honest. And one thing about Ashley stands and owns her shit. Like, and when she does that, we don't harp on her situation. We don't harp on her segment because Ashley, and she's been doing this the entire season. Somebody come up to her, oh, you said X, Y. Yes, I did say that. Okay, well, that's the end of the argument. There's no argument to be had because Ashley will own her shit. She will stand in her shit. That is Ashley Darby for you. I did write out a statement going against Candiace. Yeah, I did that. Anything else? Like Ashley has done that all season, and I respect her, and I respect her business plan of securing the bag once she divorced Michael. Michael not there. Had a wedding to go to during a pandemic. I don't even like that it's not obligated for the husbands to be there. I don't like that. But at the end of the day, Michael didn't want to be there for another season, another reunion, getting dragged. So, I mean, if I was Michael, I wouldn't want to make it to the reunion again either. Whole pandemic, you got a wedding that's that urgent and that dire that you need to be at over this damn reunion. I see what you're doing, but you're smart. Whatever, do what you got to do so you don't dig yourself any deeper into any deeper hole. I see you. I feel you. Speaking of Michael not being at the reunion, neither was Vaughn. I'm not taking that as a coincidence. lastly, going back to Ashley, again, she just keeps saying, oh, well, I was dishonest in the relationship when we were separated. I had my fun, yada, yada, yada. That's why I don't care to, like, I don't harp on it. I don't think that's the truth. I mean, I think that's the truth. I just don't think that she cares. And I also don't think that they care about having an open relationship. I really don't. I think they do have an open relationship. They don't care. But for some reason, she doesn't want to say that. Andy asked Karen, like, yeah, you always support their family and not Giselle's family. And Karen's like, I support it, but I just want to see if it's real. I just want to know if it's real because it's just math ain't mathin', period. Also, Ashley definitely noted that they no longer have a prenup. Again, secure the bag, sis. So when it was Karen's segment, Karen was talking about the whole Ray thing. Robin jumps in to say her one line of, oh, why was you so dismissive to me? Stop trying to find a moment. Your moment's not about to be with me. Like, I never wanted someone demoted from a job so bad because Robin brings absolutely nothing to the table, nothing to the franchise. I just don't. What are we doing? For real. Like, what are we doing? Why is she still up here? So Andy gets to the nitty gritty, the whole Monique situation. Monique explains it to Andy that they were stirring up a plot against Monique, saying not only did she cheat on her husband with her trainer, but the child possibly was the trainer's as well. Everybody on the stage did not deny that wasn't happening, that Gigi girl wasn't spreading that rumor. Nobody denied that. And Andy goes, well, you're saying that about this plot, but the plot never aired. Bravo production was definitely on Monique's side. I'm glad somebody was, because what the fuck was Andy doing? Andy has never been as biased as he was on this part 2 reunion. I have never seen him be as biased in my life. So Andy's like, well, you're talking about this plot, but we never aired the plot. Production was like, actually we did. Like Giselle definitely said in her testimonial, but okay. But that's the nitty gritty of it all. So if Charisse starts this rumor and then Candiace invites Charisse to the da-da-da-da, and all Monique is saying is, we're friends, give me that courtesy heads up at the end of the day. Give me that courtesy heads up. You didn't give me that. And Candiace tried to be like, well, one of them was like, oh, well, we was just at such and such baby shower and you took a picture with her, da-da-da-da. A photo op versus we on TV, we filming now, like, my nigga, give me a heads up. They're talking about this fight. And I don't know why Andy was first of all, back up. The entire part 1 and part 2, Candiace continuously threw jabs and was saying little side remarks to try to ruffle Monique's feather. Monique was not she was so unbothered. She was ignoring the shit out of her. Probably on purpose as well. And Candiace just kept on. Like saying these little side remarks. She was jumping into shit that wasn't even about her. She was jumping in other people's segments. She was jumping in, like, she would say little remarks when Candiace was being addressed by Andy and Andy only. And yet, it's like, but you play that you're traumatized. How are you if I'm traumatized, if somebody beat my ass on national TV because I was talking yada, 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 I'm not going to do the same thing that got my ass beat the last time. I'm not about to keep doing it. That doesn't make sense. You would think that the roles would be reversed and Candiace wouldn't pay Monique any mind. And if anything, Monique would be trying to provoke her. Candiace kept on. Yeah, okay, whatever. Look at her playing victim. Like, just, and it will be dead ass. And then 10 minutes later, she's crying and boohooing. Oh my God, I can't take this. Let me walk off. Girl! Candiace needs to grow the hell up. Like, and not only that, but this fight was last fucking year. Like, come on. And then I just didn't like how Andy was just like, whoa, you're not sorry, you're not remorseful. Monique's like, listen, I healed from this situation. I did my just due. I did what I had to do. And this is a year ago. I'm not a crier. She is. I'm not. I don't cry. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the way she shows her emotions. Andy wants her to be sorry so bad and be all whimpering and da-da-da-da. And you're not going to get it from Monique. You're not getting it from Monique. Like, what? So Monique is like, yo. And one thing I would say, though, about Monique, like, I just want her to own her shit. Like, yo, I was having an altercation with somebody, I fought them. Nah, I'm not gonna act like I'm not sorry. Like, what? Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm not apologizing to her because that was a mutual fight, bro. Like, it just, I feel like I'm beating a dead horse with this. And then also another thing, like I said, Andy was blowing mine. Because he was like, when he was talking about, I think, Karen's situation, he was just like, I'm sure you guys' lives have changed being on the show and making your own separate money. That Monique was like, that little check don't do nothing for me. Like, I mean, it's cute or whatever. Auntie's like, oh, but I mean, Chris doesn't make that money anymore. She was like, Chris is well established with his investments. His investment portfolio is up to par. We're good on this end. And I would reiterate, that little check don't do nothing. But that's the difference between Monique and the rest of the girls that's up there, because that little check does something for them. Besides Ashley's husband, probably. Like, Giselle is living off that check. Robin is for sure living off that check. I don't like that, because it's like, do you ask your white franchises about them? Like, do you ask your white franchises, like, oh, that little check? Like, do you check them when they just be like, yeah, that little check? Like, I feel like you don't. So don't, like, Andy had this demeanor like, you should be happy you're on this show. You should be happy you're getting this payment. I have no idea what the girls getting paid, but I remember it was a big press release when Nene was getting paid $1 million for a season. So, and Nene is Nene. So it's like, 9 times out of 10, it's probably only, if I could only imagine, especially the Potomac ladies, if I could only imagine, it probably is no more than like $300,000 for a season. Which, don't get me wrong, to me that is good money. But to someone, to Monique's stature, who has a husband, she has a ex-football player, she's good. Like she said, she came on the scene like, oh, our 4 homes, our this, our that, our that, our this. So why are you trying to check her and try to put her in a place? It was very, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. And again, Andy was being extremely biased. And every time that Andy would be like, that didn't happen, or Giselle and everybody would say like, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. Bravo production, roll the tape. Glass in the hand. Roll the tape, hand in the face. Roll the tape. Like, yo, like, why y'all trying to do this narrative that Monique's just such an evil person? I mean, I know why, but why y'all acting like certain things did not happen? Now, will I say that throughout the season, I did feel like, to an extent, Monique, the same thing that Candiace is doing on the stage, like she's doing little remarks just to try to get a reaction out of her. I felt like Monique was doing that, like when they went to the beach house and Monique didn't say goodbye to Candiace, or when Monique was like, you're not doing s'mores out here with us. Like, I did feel like that was throughout the thing. I'm not going to lie to you. But for y'all to act like in the actual moment, when the actual moment had went down and was all said and done, that those things that Monique said happened didn't happen. She's like, I viewed the tape with the state of Maryland. It happened. It's exactly why they threw out the case. Andy, I'm your new host for Bravo reunion, because Andy really was pissing me off the other night. For sure. I'm like really tight. Like I'm really tight. I'm like trying to have fun with this, but that shit really made me tight. Like that really ruffled my feathers, and I cannot wait, because next week is the 90-minute episode. So that's gonna be good with where the husbands come out at. While I was in a clubhouse room where they was doing like a reunion, like recap or whatever, and Candiace entered the room, everybody was like, nobody was sugarcoating shit. They wasn't trying to attack her or anything, but they was talking like as if she wasn't in the room. But they had noticed that she was in the room. They still just kept on talking with their feelings. They're like, listen, because at the end of the day, everybody has a neutral consensus that, yo, Candiace, like, you're wild and you showed your ass on this reunion. Because, again, you want to go and say these little remarks. They're the same remarks that got you beat up in the first place. You haven't learned your lesson. You still want to do it at the reunion? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. But if Monique would have reacted, then she would have been the villain. And that's another thing. Andy's trying to push this sorry out of her. Meanwhile, number 1, it was a year ago. Number 2, I'm probably not sorry. But number 3, I'm definitely not sorry, because this bitch been side commenting the whole time. Why would I be sorry? Make it make sense. I will be here for part 3 of the reunion. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share. And I will be back again. Bye, y'all. Oh, did y'all like my look? I was giving them a tour today.